but boy, the official all over it.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Murray surveying the D. Porter passes to Jokic. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Huge. Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
And Leonard puts it up from deep 3. And the Clippers miss again. Denver leading by 5. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
And it's blocked by Gordon.
How about the timing of Aaron Gordon? This guy has got the ability to rise up and send it back.
Here's Jokic. Knocked loose.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Up the floor. And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And with that, the Denver lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Batum. Murray with it. Outside Gordon. Pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Yeah, Jokic seems determined to have a big night. So far, he's been successful.
Clippers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Floats one. Good defense by Jokic. Leonard with the steal. George hacks a 2-pointer. That one doesn't drop. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. And pushing it up, here's Denver. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And it's Gordon with the finish.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
A nice touch on the jump shot. Jokic.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. What a play.
That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
Drains it from beyond the arc. And so it's Denver. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony. And nothing to...
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for the Nuggets, Gordon out there with Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Murray in at the 1. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And there's Richardson. That's good on the assist by Doncic.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
Now here's Barton. Gordon kicks to Murray. Shoots over Doncic. Here's Jokic. Doncic with the block. We've played just over a minute here in the first. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And guys, they know he's going to finish off the lob in style. Porzingis and his teammates connecting on target.
And where Finney-Smith really made strides last season, his consistency from range.
And you know, Greg, it was really his defense, the work ethic he brings, the effort level. I mean, that's always been there. I watched this kid play in college, and that's always been part of his package. But as an NBA wing, you've got to be able to knock down shots and help space the floor if you want to find your way into the lineup. And to Finney-Smith's credit, he's done that and has become a valuable part of the rotation. I like the athleticism of Murray, just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Doncic. Porzingis trying to get free, and Doncic gets it to go.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Hands it from downtown. The Mavericks have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Six to shoot. 2 points. That one goes.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Here's Gordon after Luka Doncic's bucket. And it's Gordon with the finish.
Hey, listen, Gordon once jumped over a mascot while putting the ball under his legs in a dunk contest. I mean, he's one of the most ridiculous athletes and dunkers we have in the game.
Now, here's Doncic. 6 points for him. Passes it to Porzingis. Out to Doncic. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Need more of this from Jokic. When he's active on defense, he's a capable shot blocker.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Hardaway comes in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Powell against Millsap. Jokic kicks to Gordon. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. Denver making a switch here. Green's checked in. Then for the Mavericks, Cauley Stein comes in for Porzingis. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Luka Doncic. Now here's Murray. He has 7. Powell pulls it in. Mavericks leading by 3. Redick passes to Cauley Stein. Yep, that one goes.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Murray against Redick. Floats one up. Gordon inside. Misses off the left iron. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Murray, no good.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
To the inside, here's Marjanovic. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. And so it's Dallas, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Dallas.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Mavericks, they've got Willie Cauley-Stein, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Jalen Brunson, and it's Redick in at the shooting guard position.
Well, I tell you what, energy and activity from Hardaway Jr. there, showing you exactly what it takes to keep plays alive.
Shot clock at 6. A second chance effort. Millsap kicks to McGee. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Millsap finds Murray. Second shot opportunity. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Murray's got 11 points.
You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
Brunson scanning the floor. From outside the arc. Denver grabs the miss. Powell with the steal. It's Redick on the wing. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Back to Powell. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Pretty cool to see Millsap turn shots back. I mean, he's a mobile, athletic, big man who is taking pride in his defensive work.
Fast break, Dallas. Here's Brunson. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. The Nuggets trail by 7. Here's Murray. Dishes it to Millsap. Well, the superstar, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
A different look for Denver. Jokic has checked in for JaVale McGee. Michael Porter comes in for Green, and it's Will Barton in for Murray.
And, you know, while Millsap doesn't demand attention, he's a natural leader and does demand respect. He's somebody the younger guys certainly look up to.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end. Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Mavericks leading by 7.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
It's good.
Just so tricky with that little floating jump shot. Porter has a great feel for when to let it fly.
Doncic looking it over. To the paint. And Marjanovic with the slam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Finney-Smith. Kleba finds Marjanovic. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Gordon's checked in for Paul Millsap. Porzingis is checked in for the Mavericks. Richardson comes in for Trey Burke. Here's Doncic, and it's sent back by Jokic. Barton drives in, got a piece of it.
Richardson showing you his defensive anticipation there with the block shot.
Doncic with the bucket.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Gordon. You know, he rips it and jams it right over Porzingis. Wow!
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
Doncic outside. Pass to Kleba. Kicks it out to Richardson. Back to Kleba. Here's Porzingis. And it's good. With time running down on the shot clock. Porzingis has got the lead up to 9 now for the Mavs. Martin surveying the floor. Here's Jokic. Gordon trying to break loose. Jokic, no good. Here's Richardson. Good. And now an 11-point Dallas lead.
Richardson pretty nifty there. Shakes the defense off and knocks it down.
Lob pass to Gordon. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the end. It was all about Dallas as the game got going. You could see the daggers in their eyes. Thanks for joining.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
They've got Jamal Murray. Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Porter. And it's Barton in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Denver. The Nuggets trail by 9. Here's Jokic. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Jokic has got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Nuggets. Doncic against Murray. And Doncic throws it down.
Boy, showing you some power there, fellas. I mean, nice to see Doncic get up and drop it in with force that time.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him. You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
The pass to Jokic. Here's Gordon. And the layup falls. Gordon's got 8.
Well, you know what I like to say, persistence pays, and with Gordon, he's the kind of guy who just does not rest on the glass.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Porzingis. Good defense by Jokic. And with the dunk contest in Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic, and it's Green in for Porter. Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Cauley Stein comes in for Maxi Kleber. It's JaVale McGee with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 7. Here's Gordon. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Willie Cauley-Stein.
Boy, you look at Gordon, he is cut up now. Fantastic at being able to overcome physical defenses because of his own physicality.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
Barton outside. Pass to Green. Down low. Here's Murray. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
Paul Millsap's checked in for the Nuggets. Then for the Mavericks, Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Redick comes in for Richardson. And Trey Burke subbed in for Luka Doncic. Free throw good, Murray.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
Hardaway dishes to Burke. Trying to get open is Marjanovic. Barton with the rebound. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 4. And the basket by Gordon.
And Gordon is a guy who is going to take advantage of these drives to the basket. Just feast on them. He's got a killer mindset.
And here is Burke. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Mavericks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Burke hits them both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Murray the pass to Gordon. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Here's Burke. Always going up for the alley-oop here. It's stolen by Green. Millsap looking it over. Kicks it to Green. Murray outside. Back to Green. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Green's got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
It's Redick on the wing. Launches a three. He's off on that one. And Denver the other way now. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Murray locked in on the task at hand, not allowing the defense to bother his shot at all.
Cauley-Stein passes to Burke. It's good from long range. Burke's got 5 points in the quarter. Nuggets have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. For three, Murray. The Mavericks pull it in. They've led by as many as 11 points. The Mavericks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And that one falls for Cauley-Stein.
And Cauley-Stein has drawn comparisons to Tyson Chandler due to his length and athleticism. It's important he continues to get better.
Murray outside. The three. Off the mark. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's Dallas. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
3 tenths quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. On the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter here. Richardson is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Porzingis in at the center, locking down the middle. The Nuggets trail by 5. Campazzo. Brunson covering. Here's Murray. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 4 rebounds in this game. Richardson with it, now guarded by Porter. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Boy, really good body control that time by Richardson. Anticipated the foul coming, absorbed that contact, and didn't let it bother his shot.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. And Doncic is subbed in for Hardaway. Now here's Murray. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And, you know, really when you look at it, Murray is quite crafty at getting contact on his drive. I like his fearlessness going to the hole.
And so Murray nails both of them.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Porzingis kicks to Kleber. Here's Doncic. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Here's Murray. The shot comes out, and it's Dallas the other way. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Jokic against Brunson. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. And the Mavericks making a change here. Finney-Smith's checked in. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. 8-point game. Clock at 6. And the basket is good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. The Nuggets with another miss.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
On the wing, Doncic. He's covered by Murray. Doncic outside. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Richardson with it. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And the foul on Will Barton. That's his first foul. And the Nuggets making a change here. Gordon's checked in. And so it's Dallas with it. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. 5 on the clock. Passes it to Finney-Smith. A three-pointer, no good. The Nuggets have gone 0-3 to start the fourth quarter. 17-foot shot on the way. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Well, I tell you what, Jamal Murray's so good at rocking his defender to sleep as he's setting up that pull-up jumper.
Now, Doncic. Out to Porzingis. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And, you know, over time, Gordon's offensive game has evolved. I mean, he's capable of getting it going from anywhere now.
Richardson attacking. Doncic outside. Kleba finds Doncic. Inside, Porzingis. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
Boy, Doncic, with his size and ball skills and vision, is a master, a maestro in the pick and roll. He can make just about any pass necessary out of the pick and roll set.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Mavericks.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Luka Doncic.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
Kicks it out to Gordon. Puts up a three. Good on the three-point shot.
You know, when Gordon is hitting this all the time, the defense will have to play up on it. Consistency is the key.
Doncic against Murray. And stolen by Murray.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
From past the arc, it's tipped. Jokic kicks to Barton. Denver passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. Murray for 3. It's rebounded by Porzingis. And here's Richardson. He dishes it to Doncic. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And the Clippers looking good as they came into the arena before the... And a couple of injuries among their reserves. I expect their starters guys will be ready to do whatever's needed.
2 players injured, one of their stars out, something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
And the Clippers starting 5. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. And for Dallas, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. And he's good on the 3 ball. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotations.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season.
Now Jackson. Following the Porzingis miss from deep. Leonard, no luck. And here is Doncic. Stolen by Zubac. Here's George. Here's Leonard. Tries again. Outside for George. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. George has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis, and it's good for 2.
And a little contact won't go a long way against Porzingis. What a display of physicality.
Jackson against Doncic. To the middle. Here's George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Porzingis.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He wanted to get his team to lead, and even though he didn't, he should feel good. At least he tied it up.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Doncic passes to Richardson. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Zubats.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the second pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' gain.
That shot off. Los Angeles has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. The putback, and George able to finish. George has got 6.
Bringing the intensity on the glass, and Paul George is out there. He's going to give it his all.
Jackson against Doncic. Dishes it to Richardson. Back to Doncic. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Porzingis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Back to Zubats. Outside for Batum. The shot off that time. And it's Dallas the other way. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. Dallas moving it around. 6 to shoot. That's to Porzingis. Over Batum. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. He's got 6.
I like the efficiency here. 3 out of 4 shooting, just taking what the defense gives him.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's Dallas with it. The Mavericks trailing. Doncic left side. And the shot goes in.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
George against Richardson. And George gets it to go.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Jackson against Doncic. There's Porzingis. Makes it off the glass. Porzingis has got 8 points.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Outside Jackson. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. The Clippers also changing it up. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Zubats. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson. Here's Powell. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Leonard. And that one goes long. Paul George with the steal. Leonard the pass to George. The wing jumper off target.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for the Dallas Mavericks. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Clippers. They've got Morris. He's out there with Luke Kennard. Rajon Rondo is out there with Patrick Patterson. And it's Man in at the 2 spot. And the pass to Burke. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Hope was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Here's Kennard. And foul on the and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Hardaway, it's good on the putback. Hardaway has got the lead up to 4 now for the Mavs.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Kennard's shot is off. And so it's Burke who brings up the ball for the Mavericks. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Burke looking over the floor. Powell finds Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. For Dallas, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
To the inside, it's stolen by Marjanovic. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Hardaway kicks to Powell. Now here's Burke. Good on the triple. Burke's got 5 points so far.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Outside Rondo. Inside. Here's Patterson. The shot, no good. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Throws it up high. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Rajon Rondo. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Burke, the pass to Powell. Here's Marjanovic. Dallas moving the ball around. Powell trying to free himself up. Hardaway, no good. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Rondo with the ball. Patterson dishes to Rondo. Mavericks with the rebound.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Mavericks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. Richardson, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Doncic is subbed in for Burke. That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Paul George.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Back to Cauley-Stein. Second shot opportunity. Dallas again missing. Clippers trail by 4. George passes to Morris. Takes a three. George, no good. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Richardson kicks to Doncic. Back to Richardson. Doncic feeling it out. Just 5 on the clock. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Outside Leonard. Back to Jackson. Doncic with the block.
And not exactly quick off the floor, but Luka.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA. It was all Kristaps Porzingis in the first quarter. He had 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 2. And that does it for our...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Paul George really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Jackson has the open look. No good with the triple. Mavericks leading by 6. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Finney-Smith. The rebound by Paul George. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Zubac's the pass to George. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Finney-Smith out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. Clippers ball. Clippers trail by 6. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's George. Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback.
Finally, now 1 for 5 here in the third. We'll see if that boosts their confidence.
Doncic outside. Outside, Porzingis. Up again. It's hauled in by Paul George.
Missed 4 straight shots now. At one point, do you have to call a timeout and regroup?
And it's Leonard missing. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. They lead by 4. Here's Finney-Smith. He's covered by Leonard. Back to Kleba. Poked away. Richardson the pass to Kleba. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
A shot by Batum. No good. Mavericks leading by 4. Porzingis with the ball. Leonard picks him up. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis has got 10. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team. Rondo scanning the floor. So
Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Sharpshooter Kennard is valuable. A guy who stretches the floor and works very hard.
Dallas making a switch here. Marjanovic is checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Morris is checked in for Nicholas Batum. Burke kicks to Marjanovic. Back to Burke. Fires from deep. They get the rebound. Porzingis on the foul. Porzingis has got the lead up to 8 now for Dallas.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Here's Rondo. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got 8 rebounds in this game. There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. That's foul number 2 for him. Dallas leading by 8. Pass to Redick. Back to Burke. Pass to Redick.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Porzingis passes to Redick. .102 left to play in the third. Dallas again missing. Clippers trail by 8. Here's man and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. There's the steal, and here they go. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
And the wide open shot from Redick. That 3 off the mark. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Patterson. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. And now it's just a 4-point Maverick lead. 20 seconds left in the third. Hardaway kicks to Porzingis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Patrick Patterson.
At 7'3", Porzingis is almost impossible to guard, especially when he's focusing on trying to score.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Got it off in time, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Dallas, with their lead standing at 6. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the center position. Outside Leonard. Morris outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Latrey. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category. You just throw it up there. Trill Will's going to take care of the rest.
And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Trailing by 10. Lets it go. And George kicks to Zubac. The pass to Morris. There's Jackson with the 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Hardaway with a wide open look. Again, the Mavericks score.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And it goes down 2 points.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway. And the Mavericks with some changes. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Porzingis. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Rondo's checked in. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Back to Richardson. Wide open look. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job. This is who you want leading that play, a sure passer with great awareness.
And the Mavericks call time here. And the Mavericks with some changes. Marjanovic checked in for Cauley Stein. Dwight Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Josh Richardson. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Thanks so much, David.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith, and he comes up with the deuce.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
Clippers trail by 10. Outside, George. The Clippers keep it alive.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Finney-Smith passes to Marjanovic. And he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
Ouch. That is what he does, guys. Just destroys the iron.
He's going to always put a little more bounce into his step. Down low. And Nicholas Batum, the bucket on the assist by George.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Doncic passes to Redick. Back to Doncic. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. Takes the three. Nailed from three-point land. Doncic has got the lead up to 13 now for Dallas.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Mavericks.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Porzingis.
No, there's a few ways to control a game, right? You can do it with pace, you can do it with patience and efficiency. Tonight, he did it by owning the boards.
The three from George. The three-pointer is right on target.
One of George's main strengths, able to stretch the floor with his outside shooting.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And they double up Doncic. Dallas moving the ball around. Redick for three. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. the Nuggets, we've got Will Barton. Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Murray in at the 1. So the Nuggets win the tip. And Brent, these teams boasting great depth. Many feel that's a hallmark of a great front office.
If you go back and you look, Kevin, at some of the teams that have made deep playoff runs or eventually won the championships, that tinkering about bringing in a veteran or just one piece to make that next step for that one matchup or that one series, finding contributions like that up and down the roster, absolutely, that can make a difference.
Keeps it alive, and Porter putting it right back in. Porter's got the opening basket of the game for Denver.
Yeah, Porter working very hard to keep the play alive and come up with some point production.
George, no good. Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Murray, no good.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver. Barton passes to Gordon. Jokic inside. Zubac's defending. On the wing, George. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Murray, the pass to Gordon. To the middle. Jokic kicks to Murray. Just 5 to shoot. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, when you get into a system, your first system in the league where you share the ball, Kawhi Leonard keeping his head up and finding the open man.
Murray against Jackson. Oh, that was something else.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Inside, and the dunk by Zubac.
Now, this is what his coaches like to see. Jackson making an effort to distribute the ball in that situation.
Now here's Murray. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. The kick out to Barton. Denver passing it around. Jokic, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
I swear Jokic is out there playing with the watch on because of the timing aspect of his game.
The playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that, and proving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays.
So it's the Clippers now. The Nuggets getting the bucket. The shot by George, no good.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
An underrated part, really, of being a sick athlete like Gordon, body control. Used it there to keep the form on his shot.
Now here's Batum. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Shoots the 3. George, no good.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Porter, no luck.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
And pushing it up, here's Denver. Murray with the ball. Here's Jokic. No good, shot missing. Great D that time from Batum. Leonard, that's for 2. And too long on the shot.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers, trailing by 4.
You wonder if Paul George finally has a situation here where he could show why he's an elite player, why he's an all-star, but to pay off how hungry he is to prove it with a late postseason run. Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Murray surveying the D. From the high post. The rebound by Patterson. George hacks a two-pointer, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for the Clippers right now, they've got Morris. He's out there with Luke Kennard. Rajon Rondo is out there with Patrick Patterson. And it's man in a shooting guard. Murray dishes to McGee. Takes it from 10. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. How about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Now here's Rondo. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. It's Patterson atop the key. And the layup's good off the glass. Patterson's got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers.
Well, Patterson usually on the perimeter, this time down on the inside, doing a little bit of damage.
Here's Murray. The rebound by Patterson. The Clippers have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second.
And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing 2-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, you know, so he confiscates his sneakers, came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser, because I believe he did a search for lock picks, because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in.
Los Angeles leading by 4. And the Nuggets making a change here. Gordon's checked in. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 6.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Murray. Now just 1 for 7 with that miss. Tough night so far. And JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Nuggets with some changes. Jokic, he's checked in for Millsap. Porter comes in for JaMychal Green. And it's Will Barton in for Murray. Patterson, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And it's an 8-point Clipper lead.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Inside shot. In deep. Jokic drops it in. Jokic has got 8 points.
Well, people try to be aggressive with Jokic, but it doesn't bother him much on that kind of possession.
Outside Rondo. Pass to Patterson from downtown. Denver grabs the miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Here's Rondo. Michael Porter making his last shot. Martin defending. Morris, left side. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. He's got 5.
And dangerous in that catch-and-shoot game. In fact, anytime Morris can square up, he's a lot more consistent.
To the inside. Here's Jokic. Gordon trying to break loose. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Jokic. Now here's Rondo. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Martin in the corner for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Clippers leading by 6. Here's Rondo. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
To the paint. Here's Jokic. A beautiful reverse layup.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Coffey, guarded by Porter. Pass to Patterson. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
Well, Patterson being a little more assertive in the offense here tonight, ready to shoot that time off the direct pass.
Campazzo, and stolen by Patterson. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams. Thanks for joining.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Jokic is out there with Gordon. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Porter in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Now here's Murray. To the middle. Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Jokic is a big center, tough to contain, close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown. You dig down deep at some of the numbers. Jokic is a much better defender than what he gets credit for. I think we always think about athleticism around rim protection, but sometimes it's just about size and smarts, and he has that.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And Jokic likes physical play. Brent, he embraces the contact.
Well, you look at his physique, and I think he can absorb a lot of what it is that comes his way. But he's comfortable wrestling. He's got brothers. He knows what that's like. And he also loves to mess around with those press conference microphones, as we've seen.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Leonard. Denver grabs the miss. Martin with it. George picks him up. Now the pass to Jokic. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Paul Millsap's checked in for Jokic. And it's Green in for Gordon. The kick out to Porter. Murray outside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. George, that's a two-pointer. A second chance effort outside for Jackson. Offensive rebound, Zubac. Kennard, the pass to Jackson. Here's Zubac. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Zubac has got the lead up to 10 now for Los Angeles. Murray outside. On the wing, Porter. Down low. Knocked away. Paul George with the steal. Porter with the steal.
There's been a lot of talk about Michael Porter Jr. and the way that he plays and how athletic he is. How's he doing that on the vegan diet? For some, it works well.
And the Clippers making a change here. Mann's checked in. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. JaVale McGee's checked in for Denver. Right wing, stolen by McGee. Here's Green. Campazzo. Morris with the rebound.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. There's 1:54 left in the third quarter. Inside, and Morris throws it down.
Yeah, I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease, he fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
Now here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Here's Mann with some arc. The shot, no good.
And after some time over in France and the G League, JaMychal Green catching on as a steady NBA veteran.
In Memphis, the Grizzlies played him over Zach Randolph for some time. He's a guy that just keeps working and has found a niche now as his three.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for the Nuggets. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
It's stolen by Morris. It's deflected all by himself. And the Clippers miss again. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to McGee. Lays it up and banks it in.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Clippers leading by 6. Mann passes to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Yeah, just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in the driver's seat, up 8 points. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Rajon Rondo is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Batum, and it's Patterson in at center. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Well, as soon as the shot was released, Millsap gets off the floor quickly and blocks it.
And there it is for him.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And Rondo playing with great energy right now, putting the defense in some very difficult spots.
No good on that one.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Quarters checked in for Paul Millsap. Gordon kicks to Porter. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. Doesn't go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Rondo's speed right there, a big help on that play. He uses it well to knife in there, get inside, pick up a foul.
And he sinks the second. The Nuggets trail by 7. Murray outside. Drills it from outside.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
Rondo on top. He's covered by Murray. Rondo against Murray. Count that one. And the Clippers lead by 6.
Well, Rondo concentrating right there, focused. Even when you hit him, he can maintain that good balance.
And Murray, here we go. Gordon with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Murray, no good. Los Angeles leading by 6. Here's Jackson. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. We pleaded with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
So good, so experienced, Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
Wide open look here for Murray. And again, Denver with the triple.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
On the wing, George. Back to Jackson. Lock at 6. On the wing, George. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Murray's got 4 rebounds in this game. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Murray and fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, I not only like the attack, but I love the angle of attack from Jamal Murray that time.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're ahead by 6. 1:51 left to play here in the 4th. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Patrick Patterson.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Jackson with it. Here's George. That one misses. Barton with some nice D. For three, Murray. It's Reggie Jackson with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Clippers leading by 4. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Nobody near George. Hits the jumper in space. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, keep it or dish it. Those are the decisions Paul George is trying to make, and he makes the right one there.
Murray outside. Here's the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Murray's got 15 points here in the second half.
Yeah, this game is not over when Jamal Murray is still able to play.
54 seconds left in the fourth. George looking around. Outside Jackson. Jacks up a three. Second chance shot. Lets it go from deep. Jokic with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Murray outside. Back to Porter. Out left to the wing. Again, the miss by Murray.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
16 seconds left in the game. For three, Murray. Again, the miss by Murray. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So it gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. Here's Murray. Offline. And so Los Angeles takes the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. Up next, Good evening and welcome to tonight's present. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. We've got Will Barton, Aaron Gordon out there at Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Trey Burke. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball.
And a tough season a year ago for Aaron Gordon, Doris. Fell short of the output he had the last few years and had a tough time hitting from the outside.
Look, Greg, you were an former NBA player, so you know the history here. Trying to find a rhythm while fighting through injuries is very difficult to do. This guy's got unbelievable athleticism. He's sharpening his skills. I think it's just a matter of time for Aaron Gordon.
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. And that one's good. Jokic
plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
Now, here's Doncic. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now, here's Murray. Following the miss by Aaron Gordon, Murray finds Barton. 5 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Doncic against Murray. Out to the wing. The shot by Kleba. Wide open. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver. Jokic with the bucket.
And just paying attention to the details and makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Now here's Doncic. Zingas high post. Work kicks to Finney-Smith. And here's Doncic from the arc. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
The kick out to Porter. Jokic against Doncic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Kleba against Gordon. Up and in on the layup.
Well, you have to admire the strength of Aaron Gordon. This guy is adept at finding his way through intense defense.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Porzingis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
So good at attacking the defense at 7'3" and incredibly mobile. Kristaps Porzingis draws the contact.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Redick comes in for Trey Burke. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Now here's Millsap. Barton in the corner. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Goes back up. Mavericks with the rebound.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Nuggets have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Millsap's against Reddick. Pass to Porter. No one near him. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
A pure shooter who's also efficient. Porter nearly automatic from mid-range.
And here's Brunson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Porzingis, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
I think you can see the strength that Porzingis has been developing over the early part of his career. That progress is showing up on a nightly basis.
Now here's Millsap. Outside, Green. Back to Millsap. Pass to Barton.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Reddick finds Porzingis. And here's Brunson. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Barton drives in, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Here's Hardaway. Powell tips it back in.
You have to love the intensity that Powell plays with on the glass, using that long body to track down those offensive boards.
It's a tie game in Dallas. And the second quarter. And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs, and credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
So on the floor for Denver, they've got JaVale McGee, Aaron Gordon out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Jamal Murray.
And when you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
This is Cauley Stein, and he gets the whistle. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Finney Smith kicks to Hardaway. Here's Brunson. Oh, that's offensive interference. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Cauley Stein. Porzingis comes in for Dwight Powell. Doncic is checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Denver also making a switch. Jokic is checked in for Paul Millsap.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
Doncic passes to Richardson to the inside. Marjanovic. One up, one down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Campazzo, Brunson covering. 6 to shoot. And that'll be 2 free throws. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Murray, here we go. And it's Murray with the jam.
And love seeing Murray take it strong to the rack. A phenomenal finisher inside.
Runs in the pass to Porzingis. Here's Richardson. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And the three off target.
Who's got Gordon?
Here's Gordon. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Here's Marjanovic. Passes it to Doncic. Count that bucket.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Richardson against Murray. The pass to McGee. Now Jokic. He's got 9. Outside for Murray. Campazzo. Offline with his 3. It's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Offensive rebound. Pass to Brunson. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Outside, Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Trying to get open is Marjanovic. That 3 off the mark. Denver's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Murray against Doncic. Murray, good.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Now here's Brunson. Near the three-point line. It's, he nails it just. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, well, what can you say about superstar big man Nikola Jokic? Jamal Murray. And
we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Burke is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Denver in the lead. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Doncic with the steal.
Really poor pass there, guys. And the D did a great job capitalizing off the mistake.
And he gets the bucket. Burke's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Mavericks.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Porter finds Jokic. Count it, good. And it's a three-point Nugget lead.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Down low. Knocks it loose. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. Basket counts. Gordon's got the lead up to 5 now for Denver.
Yeah, it's been about the fast break. Been real kind to him here early, and they are clicking in transition.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Dwight Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Richardson in for Luka Doncic. Denver also making some changes. Millsap comes in for Jokic. And it's Green in for Gordon. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Cauley-Stein. Dallas again missing.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
And a wide open look for Porter. And it's off from three-point range. Mavericks trailed by 5. Richardson the pass to Powell. Missed inside.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
The Nuggets leading by 5. Millsap finds Porter. To the paint. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
How many times have we seen Millsap throw it down? We've known about his leaping ability for years.
Pass to Cauley-Stein. Porter with the steal. And another fast break opportunity for Denver. Here we go. And Burton throws it down.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Dallas calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. J.J. Redick's checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Trey Burke. To the middle, here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Nuggets.
Murray surveying the D. An easy 2 points on the layup. Murray's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
Redick inside the line, and he hits the jumper for 2. Redick's got his first points of the game. .106 left here in the third quarter. Murray, no good. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. The Nuggets making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. Brunson against Gordon. Now here's Kleber. Not a lot of room. 16 feet away. Good on that shot. And with that, the Nugget lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from J.J. Redick.
This is Redick's game to a T. Masterful at catching and firing shots with confidence and precision.
Here's Murray inside. Green. Here's Gordon. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
To me, Aaron Gordon has all the tools you'd want from a player on the rise. Very good establishing chemistry with his teammates, and all the necessary attributes are there to take a big jump.
And the Mavericks call time here. On the Mavericks with some changes. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Jokic has checked in for Denver. Free throw good. Gordon. Gordon hits both of them. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 7-point differential. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the dunk by Doncic.
If he sees a lane to the rim, Doncic will capitalize. Nice drive.
Murray outside. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
For Dallas, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws. Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Deep 2 from Murray. And that one released in time, but no good. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Nuggets lead by 3. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Mavericks trail by 3. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton, and it's Gordon in at the small forward position. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The Nuggets leading by 3. Murray with it. There's the dish to Millsap. Murray, the pass to Millsap. Here's Jokic.
And that stifling defense of Cauley-Stein is what got him drafted 6th back in 2015.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Burks is checked in.
Hey, yo, right here.
Out to the right wing. Cauley-Stein up top. He's covered by Murray. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Cauley-Stein, so explosive around the rim. Hard to defend without fouling.
And that one falls for Cauley-Stein. Cauley-Stein hits them both. Denver in the lead. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's Murray. Here's Jokic. Oh!
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Powell, he's checked in for Dallas. Dallas shooting 43% from the floor. Here's Doncic. And that one drops.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
Denver shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Now here's Barton. Burke covering. Barton kicks to Jokic. The shot will not fall. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Out to Doncic. And that one, good.
I'll tell you, tough first half, puts it in the rear view. The shooting percentage starting to reflect that.
Murray outside. And there's Millsap. That's good on the assist by Murray.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. To the middle, here's Powell.
Boy, Powell is proving to be a handful inside. Does a good job utilizing his long arms to get the call.
And that one misses.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Porzingis is checked in for Maxi Kleber. And Denver with a change here, too. Porter's checked in. Martin passes to Porter. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Comes up empty down low.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Here's Gordon. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And that one's good. Burke, boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Porter in the corner. Jokic against Porzingis. Jokic, no good. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
Here's Murray. Gordon kicks to Jokic. Porzingis with the steal. And here we go, Mavericks running again. And that's an intentional foul. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And it's Doncic missing. The Nuggets trail by 3. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Murray against Doncic. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Burke looking over the floor. Over in the corner, Doncic. Up top, Porzingis. Passes to Kleber. Here's Finney-Smith. 4 on the shot clock. Good defense by Jokic. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. Wide open look here for Murray. Buries the triple. A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
There's the pass to Burke. From deep three-point range. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. It's in!
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Again, the miss by Murray. Dallas with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
You've got to show composure, and he comes through right when the team needs him most.
From deep, no good.
Well, this is the kind of effort you want to see from Luka Doncic.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. And they've got a few injuries on their bench, less options, but you'd think not too big of an impact for them.
2 players injured, one of their stars out, something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. And for Los Angeles, Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Batum in at the 4 slot. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul. Doncic feeling it out. No good with the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Leonard with the bucket.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Here's Doncic. Count it.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Jackson. After Luka Doncic's bucket. With the tip. They shoot again. Yes, that goes in.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Doncic outside. Kept alive. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
A putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Pass to Finney Smith. Porzingis high post. Shoots over Batum. Porzingis can't hit.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
Here's Doncic after the basket by Los Angeles. Here's Richardson. It's hauled in by Paul George. Clippers leading by 6. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Leonard, no luck. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Richardson finds Porzingis. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one.
Oh! Are you kidding me?
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
Now here's Porzingis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Clippers leading by 8. Man passes to Rondo from the arc. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Powell. It's stolen by Rondo. Morris against Powell. Morris, no good.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Porzingis kicks to Burke, and there's the pass to Hardaway. Down low, it's stolen by Morris. Now the Clippers moving it up. The finish, throws down the breakaway jam.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now here's Burke. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Over Rondo. And just miss after miss right now. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. 13 points up at the end of the period. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Guys, we've seen a confident-looking Clippers team out there.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Marcus Morris is out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Patrick Patterson. And it's man in at the 2 spot. Patterson can't get it to go. Mavericks trail by 13. Now Hardaway kicks it to Cauley Stein. The rebound by Patterson.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And Morris throws it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Now here's Burke. No points in the game yet for him. Passes it to Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. It's deflected. Rondo looking around. Morris outside. The dish now to Patterson. He can't get that one. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Boy, and shooting does not get any prettier than that. Redick sensing separation and taking advantage beautifully.
Now here's Rondo out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. The Mavericks also with a sub. Marjanovic checked in for Powell. I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Burke. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Burke's got his first 3 points of the game. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. George with the bounce pass. Right side, Leonard. And here is Zubac. 6 points for him. And the Clippers miss again. Mavericks trail by 9. Right side, Redick. Now here's Burke, defended by George. And it's in there.
You know, he started slow, but now in the second quarter, he's finding his groove.
Redick against George. Up top, Leonard. George, no good. The Mavericks have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Pass to Burke. Left side, Redick. 1:49 left to play here in the half. For the 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by Dallas.
Here's Burke. He's got 5. We've got 1:13 left in the first half of the game. Here's Marjanovic. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
Outside, George. The Mavericks pull it in. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Dallas moving the ball around. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Cauley Stein. It's George on the wing, covered by Reddick. And that one's good, George.
And George is very capable at knocking down difficult shots. I mean, because of his size and stroke and ball handling and his added strength, he's able to shoot over good defense and knock them down.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Burke. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Burke's got 7 points in the game.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
From deep, George. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And George typically capitalizes well off any pick and roll situation because he makes quick decisions and his basketball IQ is pretty high.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Clippers lead by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. From the get-go, it was the Clippers who came out strong. An exceptional game plan helped them open with... And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You've got to like what Ivica Zubac has done in this game.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
On the floor for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
That doesn't go either for George.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Doncic finds Porzingis. And that one drops for him. Porzingis has got 6.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Jackson against Doncic. Jackson passes to George. Leonard with no one around. And again, no good by the Clippers.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Lets it fly. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to 3 on the bucket from Kristaps Porzingis.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
George with the bucket.
At 6'10", George is really capable of dominating inside. I mean, defensively, you need to try to push him out of his comfort zone, get him out of that lane area.
Now, here's Doncic. The pass to Kleba. Batum grabs the miss. Clippers leading by 5. Here's George. It's hauled in by Porzingis. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. No good from Finney-Smith. Right side, George. And George with the stuff.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
And Zubac picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Mavericks with some changes. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleba. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. They get it again.
And another miss. Woo, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And Coffey gets it to go.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
1:39 left to play here in the third. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Pass to Man. Here's Coffey. Pass to Man. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Richardson controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Man. 5 points in the game. With the teardrop, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
You know, early on, Doncic has proven to be a leader. I mean, this guy is somebody that can shoulder the offense and take and make big shots for his team.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis, and it's Burke in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Here's Man. Kennard on the wing. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Cauley-Stein's got rebound number 5 here tonight. With the putback. Great positioning on the putback. Cauley-Stein's got his second basket.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley-Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Here's Man. Pass to Oturu. And that one's off. He misses his first shot of the game. And so it's Los Angeles with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Rajon Rondo. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George, and it's Patterson in at the 5. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Nice shot by Rondo.
Rondo's smarts is well documented. His IQ is so high. He takes good shots and usually makes all the right plays.
Now here's Doncic. Fires for three. The rebound by Paul George.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Marjanovic is checked in. Rondo with the ball. Burke covering. Right side, Rondo. Beyond the arc. No good that time. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Rondo with the steal. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Burke, the pass to Marjanovic. Can't cash in from close range. Clippers leading by 8. Here's Rondo. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 5 rebounds tonight. That's good from Burke on the assist by Doncic.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Now here's Rondo. And the pass to Oturu. Now Kennard. 6 on the shot clock. And a miss there on the triple. Looking to get it going. And Doncic throws it down.
Well, you can't let Doncic have these types of opportunities, guys. When you aren't close to him, this is what happens.
Rondo with it. To the right side. Here's Patterson. And it's good off the back rim and in. Here's Doncic. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. To the wing right side. It's stolen by Rondo. And here we go with Morris, running it up the court. Passes it to Oturu. And here's Kennard. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
To the inside, Doncic with the steal. And here we go, the Mavericks in a fast break. Burke with the ball. Los Angeles leading by 8. Now, here's Kennard. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. Fouled on the shot and picks. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Zubats picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Mavericks trail by 6. Doncic outside. Nice move. He lays it in.
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
On the wing, George. .46 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
Burke can't get it to go. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Batum. Here's Zubac. It's stolen by Marjanovic.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
Doncic against Batum. The drive by Doncic. It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
Well, you look at Doncic, so confident, even from this area. He knows he can make it happen.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
You had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
And so Los Angeles takes the win. It was David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.